Guys, we're going to do a podcast because it's been a long time coming. I've been doing loads of solo videos and it's time to get a guest on. This man last time was famous for his famous quote.
Medina, I said it when I came back. Medina stole my heart. Medina stole my heart. Medina stole my heart.
Listen, let's give some context, innit? Guys, we are today talking and discussing about the time where the time where we lived in Pakistan. Now, I'm 27 years old. How old are you?
26.
Yeah. You're only 1 year behind.
Yeah, only a year and a half difference between us.
Okay, that's fine. 2005, we moved there.
That's when we all moved.
Yeah.
That was when a whole generation
literally
moved.
I'm saying my dad decided, and with his kids and that, obviously being me and my brother and sister, his dad decided with his family, and then my mum's brother took his family, and then my dad's brother took his family. So all of us guys, being similar ages, me, Umar, Bilal, Awais, Adil, Ali, Hassan, all of us similar ages, we all moved to Pakistan for 2 years in 2005. We then came back, and then I'm sure we went again to live again for another 2 years again. Yeah. Our parents were making decisions then. But we moved to Pakistan, guys, and we just want to talk about it because...
Why not?
Why not? It was a nice experience for us, and we thought we'll share it because we're from Britain, we're from the UK, we're from Sheffield, we were born and raised in Sheffield.
Don't tell them where we're from. We're from Slough.
No, from Sheffield. Sheffield, South Yorkshire. And, you know, UK kids don't really move to Pakistan for 1-2 years. So in that way, we're unique.
Very unique.
Not super unique because I've heard many stories. And in my class, there were some guys from the UK who did the exact same thing as our parents.
Same, my neighbours.
Yeah, their parents decided for us to move there. So, obviously, we're not super unique, but we are unique compared to the whole... the vast majority.
Bro, I know people who haven't been in Pakistan in 10 years.
Bro,
14 years.
I know people who've never been to Pakistan.
Never been, yeah.
The reason why we went there, what was the reason, Thanos? Do you know the reason?
I was too young to know the reason.
Yeah, and you know what I actually think about? You know what I deep? I actually think about this sometimes. That at that moment, our parents were like in their 30s, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
2005, they're in their 30s. So that means our parents had their own dreams and ambitions.
Yeah.
And they were living it. What was going through my dad's head?
To leave everything.
To leave everything behind.
Yeah.
What was going through his head to do all the travelling and get there and then actually like settle. We literally lived in Pakistan.
We had houses, business.
Yeah. My dad opened the first ever superstore in Safari Villa. If you've been Pakistan in Rawalpindi, you must have heard of Barrier Town. In Safari Villa 1, the first time...
The first project of Barrier Town.
The first project Safari Villa, my dad made the first ever superstore in the Safari Mall. It's still there. Not the superstore not there, but Safari Mall is still there. Safari Mall, if you go up in D, it's in there. My dad owned the first ever superstore.
That's mad.
Along with his brother and my uncle. And I still remember as a kid, I used to get the little scanning thing and scan items. And I was like, yo, this is my dad's. And it was so cool, man. So sick. Our parents saw the culture in the UK. We saw that things were turning for the worse. Obviously now in 2024, you've seen the UK is a finished place, mate. It's absolutely finished. It's like, bro, let's not even go into that. That could be another podcast. This country is on its last legs in terms of morality, in terms of everything, you name it.
Let's talk about that.
Anyway, my dad predicted this from time back, bro. My dad been telling me this from a young age that, you know, you need to go and see your own people, see the culture in Pakistan, look at the poor people, sit with the poor people, embrace the culture, learn your language, become like, you know, humble in a way. It humiliates you because you sit there and you see people begging on the streets while we're just, you know,
living our best life.
We're just cocky kids from the UK.
Yeah. And
we land there and then it's like the life changes. The heat was insane. Obviously, like I'm saying, seeing the poor people, the poverty.
The school. Oh my God. Do you remember every morning, the first morning when we got there and we did the attention.
Yeah.
And I still remember this because it was all our cousins. We all went to the same school. And all I remember is looking at all of us at left and right because we were all left and right of each other. And I was like, this was a shock to the system.
100%.
Because every morning you line up for assembly. So it's like, I'm stood here, a foot in front of me, someone else is stood. And the whole school is on this big plain field, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's one head teacher stood at the front talking. And Obviously in the UK you don't have that.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Remember? And then we'd go,
Yeah, but-
attention.
Dr. Q-Con.
Yeah.
No, but guess what? Bro, me, Awais and that, we went to the educators in Dog Chadri. Let me give you some context. Me and my cousins from my dad's side, we went to a school first called the Educators. A school was called the Educators. It was in like a proper like rundown place. Ghetto rundown area. Obviously our parents, it was their first time moving as well. So they obviously were going to make some mistakes on the way. I'm talking like, bro, that school was traumatic. I still remember that. We were young kids, man. And they put us in a class. And you know how you've seen the Indian movies, like Bollywood films, and how everyone has their own little desk?
Yeah.
And like the teacher walks in, everyone has to stand up and say everyone stands up and says at the same time, like a chant, Assalamu alaikum. And then the teacher, she or he will sit there and then, they'll stand there. And as soon as he sits and he gives us the like pointer, then we can sit down. We have to stand up for the teacher. So from a young age, it instilled respect for your teachers, it instilled discipline. Nothing like the UK, man. No. Nothing like the UK. Imagine I'm like in year 7 and 8 and we're like thinking with, like in the UK, it's like we think we're big men now. We're in year 7, year 8. We're getting a bit cocky, like, do you know what I mean? We're getting cheeky. We're seeing people mess about, detentions and red slips and whatnot. Fighting at lunch. And then I go from that to, I'm in Pakistan now. I've got my own little desk. There's people in the classroom. Everyone is silent, listening, attentive to the teacher. Yeah. I'll never forget this life lesson. I swear to God, I'll never forget this. There was a guy in my class. He had a Barbie pencil case, pink. And I was thinking, yo, what's that? I'm from UK and I'm thinking, yo, what's this guy wearing pink? Why has he got a pink Barbie pencil case?
That's normal.
And a bear man had done it. And I go to him, I was laughing at him, why you got a pink pencil case? And then he goes, it's a compartment that holds my pens.
That's deep, you know.
And I'll never forget that, you know. It sounds, I don't know, it might sound cringe and that cliche, but I actually remember that since that day. I'll never forget that because I used to like think materialistic, you know, your boy, you gotta be blue, it's gotta be this, it's gotta look flashy. I swear he said that to me and it humbled me, man. I thought, wow, look at this, look at his Soch and look at mine. I'm there thinking about how it looks, he's thinking what's inside, the pen. Wallahi, I thought, wow, that was powerful what he said.
That guy's
and I don't remember who that guy is, to be fair, but
imagine somehow he sees this.
I remember loads of my friends though. I got loads of them on Facebook. A lot of my friends from Pakistan have all got scholarships. They all live in America. Loads of them.
All of them basically. I know.
Yeah.
One of my friends, his name's Abdullah. Not friend, acquaintance. Yeah. I knew him like in school when we were there, and I've still got him on Snapchat till this day. Yeah. And he's just going back to Pakistan. He's finished his degree here. He's done his degree, his masters on full scholarship. My friend Hamza is in America right now on scholarship. Salar, killing it in Lahore. Yeah, killing it, man. These guys are so smart, but they've got such a good balance of life. Yeah, they have fun. They enjoy their life. They travel. They do everything. But when it comes to studies, their heads are down. Bang on. And they've all got 100% scholarship. I can't get 100% scholarship, bro. These guys from Pakistan are getting 100% scholarships to the best universities in England and America and Canada. Yeah. Pakistan holds the world record for a student having the most A-levels. And he used to go to the same school I went to. Yeah. 23 A-stars and A's. And it was Cambridge syllabus, meaning that in the UK, we have, you know, a Dexel and all them guys who are the governing bodies. He is studied Cambridge syllabus. So the syllabus is from Cambridge University. So it's their syllabus, basically. Basically top level education, innit? And he got 23 A stars and A. Mad. He holds a world record.
That actually. I remember that fun fact because they were so proud about that.
Root school, Root School DHA branch.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Of course, they were proud of that. He was a genius.
Oh yeah. Anyway, let's go back. Okay, I was in the educators, the school. We sat in the class. I remember Awais, my cousin, my dad's side. He was there with us. Awais would cry every single day. Yeah, he would cry because he had like anxiety, man. It's like the teachers were strict. They'll hurt you sometimes. Hit you on the wrist with rulers and whatnot. Bro, trust me, school there was different, man.
Very different.
I'll never forget the time. I've told you this story before. I had an exam in the classroom. It was a physics exam. and we did the test, and the day after, the teacher called out everyone's name to pick up the exam paper. And by the way, you know, in England you have everything's like so private. She's there.
Nope.
She's there saying, Hamza, you got, for example,
publicly
80 out of 100 marks.
Yeah.
Saying your results loud.
Yeah.
So everyone's listening. Some guys are getting flopping, and people are like this, like looking down, like it's actually mad.
Yeah.
They're saying your exam results loud, and it's disclosed to everyone. Over here,
it's not. Yeah, it's disclosed.
Over here, bro, you can't do that stuff here.
Yeah.
Anyway, there is cutthroat. So she's saying it loud. I've got an A. I'm thinking buzzing. She goes, Hamza, A, well done. Come pick up your paper. I went up there. I got my paper, and she slapped me across my face. Wallahi, I'll never forget that.
Why?
She slapped me. I dropped my paper. I picked up. I was so confused.
Yeah.
And then she goes, next time, don't be cheeky. I go, yo, what happened? I look at my paper, and then there was one section, I remember this, one section that we was told in the exam that don't do this section because you're not done it.
Yeah.
And I wrote in the little answer book that
yes, I knew that.
I put we were not taught this. Looking back, it sounds cheeky, but I didn't say it in a cheeky. I was only young in it. I didn't mean it in a cheeky way. I was genuinely being sincere.
Yeah.
I was like, we didn't get taught this, so I was confused.
Yeah.
She found it cheeky. Like, what do you mean you didn't get taught this? Am I incapable? She saw it.
Yeah.
She saw it like that.
Yeah.
So she slapped me in front of everyone.
That's mad.
Yeah. I thought, yo, I got slapped for getting an A. I was so confused. Well, yeah.
But she was teaching you a life lesson.
Yeah, don't be cheeky in it. So,
don't be cheeky, mate, to your elders.
Yeah, school, bro. Another thing in school in Pakistan, you know how we have in England, you know, the interactive whiteboards and the books and textbooks are all given to you in class, and they taken back off you.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we had to carry 5 to 6, maybe more kilograms on our back.
Yeah, every day.
Every single day. It was so weird,
so
man. Bro, what about like the books have to bind them and...
That's what I was just going to say. So we had books. So we'd have a biology book which had the content in, then the biology book for writing. Our bags would be like that fat.
Bro,
like, not even a joke.
You know back then? But I'm slim now.
I've seen people fall back on their back.
I'm slim now, but I was skinny then.
Oh yeah, you were anorexic.
I was anorexic, yeah, and I had a big head and a massive... I looked like a turtle. I had a big back. Like a flipping a bag full of books, right? And I'm walking and it's pulling me down.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, when you take your bag off, the sweat marks.
The relaxation. Yo, no wonder I got wham shoulders. But we used to learn everything every day.
Yeah.
We used to do every subject.
Yeah, I know.
That was
I'll tell you what.
We used to cover more content.
My maths was so strong.
Yeah.
Because in Pakistan, the way they taught maths was next level. I swear to God, I was doing logarithms, right? And differentiation and I forgot the other word now. Differentiation and someone's gonna say it, man. I forgot. Anyway, I was doing that stuff. I swear to God, equivalent in like year 7 or something.
Yeah.
And when I come back to the UK, they're doing basic stuff, and I'm like, yo, what is this? This is easy. And I'll also never forget. You know, teachers there, they cutthroat. I'll never forget this. I was in not only maths, I was in additional maths as well. I was doing ad maths, which was solid stuff.
Yeah.
I remember when I first went to that school, we did an exam and I got a U in ad maths. I got proper like 5 marks out of 100 or something like that.
Yeah.
Ad maths was next level, man. And I will never forget this. My teacher said to me, he goes, you're useless. He said that to me.
Yeah.
They're so like, you can't explain. Some of them teachers are mad, you know. They say to your face.
No, but they say to your face.
He goes, you're useless. You should drop out my class. He said that to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo. And then, I'll never forget this. The way I revised after.
Yeah.
I swear to God, we got that teacher. Remember who lived in the thing?
Yeah.
So
to come on the motorbike.
Yeah. We got him. He was a very good maths teacher. I grafted. I got an A star on my next exam. From a U to an A star. I'll never forget this. Bro, that's a massive progress. I got so good at maths because my tutor was very good.
Yeah.
I became so good at maths. I got an A star. And not only was that, I was like his kind of... In class, this is so funny. In class, I was his secretary. So if he was like teaching these guys...
Yeah.
And someone there's asking questions, he'll say, Hamza, teach him. I swear to God, I'll never forget
How's that happen?
Wallahi, I swear. Because maths, I was always good at it.
Yeah.
But the first exam, it took me by surprise, innit?
Obviously.
But me, I was very good at learning. So once I learned it, I was like, this is nothing to me. I learned it.
Yeah.
He used to use me as an example in his class. Hamza, teach these guys. I remember that.
That's crazy.
Wallahi.
No, but the education system in Pakistan is vigorous.
Yeah.
It sounds silly, but like to people watching maybe, but it is vigorous. The education you learn so much volume, and you're tested so regularly. I remember we used to have exams every other week.
Yeah,
we were doing exams, and your tuitions, and just there was so much like to do with everything revolved around education there.
Yeah.
Like, we'd finish school, we'll have a tutor coming home straight away. I remember sometimes the guy used to be waiting.
Yeah. Oh, man. You know what? I'll tell you what, it was hard, man.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
And then we had the, what's it called? Quran lessons after as well.
Straight after.
So imagine, school's over, you get home, freshen up. You're going to say fresh or Joe?
Yeah.
Have a shower.
Yeah.
Fresh or Joe. Yeah. And the next minute, you hear them, that sound.
That motorbike traumatized me. And I used to hate seeing him pull up.
Yeah.
We used to pull up to the house, and
you hear the motorbike and you're thinking, oh man, he's here. So your tutor arrives, you've got to do work after school. And then next minute, the Quran lesson, the teacher arrives on his motorbike.
Yep.
Then you're doing that. So it's like non-stop, man.
Yeah, it's non-stop.
They made you memorize it.
Yeah.
Memorization is a massive thing, not only in the Pakistani culture, it's a massive thing in Islamic culture.
And Asia.
Yeah, Islamic culture though.
Yeah.
Quran memorization.
Yeah.
Hadith, how much Hadith Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, some of these scholars know millions of Hadith.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That memorization is massive.
Mm-hmm.
And so many scholars I've listened to, they always bang on about every day you should memorize something.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, whoa, that's actually mad. I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. Because we don't do that anymore. We should do. Some of these scholars, they memorize things every single day. It's a massive way. But the UK, the education system is very different. It's very practical.
Yes.
Very hands-on.
Yeah.
They got the great facilities.
Yes, of course.
The education system in the UK, pound for pound, is probably the best out there. One of the best.
Yeah, of course.
But that's in terms of the schooling world. In terms of actually believing in the education system, that's a separate thing, innit?
What about the content of the education?
I just think it's a bit of a scam. Like, after coming out of university, what they teach you in school, they long it out for so many years, and they can teach you that in 1 year.
Yeah.
But that's something for another day anyway. But alright, Thanos, he's got some ChatGPT questions about Pakistan, mate. What you got?
Very curious about this. Can you describe your initial feelings when you first moved to Pakistan? What was the most challenging part of the transition for you?
That's a good question. You know what? My initial feelings, I don't remember them clearly because I was too young and my memories are for goldfish. But I do remember vividly, absolutely falling in love with the culture and the family kind of tradition. You had food together on the dining table with your family. When you played outside in the park, every single family, because we lived around a block, right?
Yeah.
And I want you to imagine now, there's houses in a circle.
Yeah.
In the middle, there's a circular park.
Yeah.
So when you step out of the house, the park is in front of you.
Yeah.
Every day, every single family would come out. The whole community would go to the park.
Yes.
The parents will be on the balconies watching the kids, or they'll be going for walks around, and the kids will be playing in the park. And then Maghrib Azan will come, and then we'll go to the mosque and pray.
Yeah.
That family system was like, I fell in love with that. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I loved going out for meals in restaurants. My mum and dad were always there. My dad wasn't, working in. Do you know what I mean?
He was involved.
He was involved to the point where he was running his superstore, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, he'll go back and forth on that, but it was just like the family scene was just beautiful, man. Absolutely loved it. The challenging part was obviously the weather, missing home, because England, if you're born in England, you're gonna miss it.
Yeah.
Because in England, you can't explain it. In Pakistan, like if you want to go to, I don't know, let's say you want to go to JD Sports in England.
Yeah.
I gotta get out. I go on a bus back then. Obviously, I drive now, but I go on the bus. I know where I'm going. I know what route to take. I get to JD safe and sound. No traffic. No crazy cars.
Yeah.
No humidity.
Yeah.
No people harassing you. None of that. Do you get it?
Yeah.
It's an easy system. The UK is very easy, simple.
Yeah.
In Pakistan, if you want to go to the shop, a superstore, whatever, it's a whole day out. You got to plan it. You got to go out with your family.
Yeah.
You got to all jump in the car. You got to get out there. It takes ages to get there because of the traffic, the heat.
Traffic, and you need to remember that the country's so big.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge. Like something crazy. Like I think, what is it? I think like Punjab, basically Pakistan has districts. So the district of Punjab is the same size as England.
Really?
Yeah, like it's massive. Pakistan, like it's huge. Like if you like here from UK, you can drive from London to Scotland in about 12 hours. You can get to the top of England to the bottom in 12. In Pakistan, you can drive 12 hours and not even leave your county. Like, if I was in Punjab, I won't leave Punjab.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge. So that's when you used to leave to do stuff, it was a day job because there's so much people.
Yeah.
So much going on, and there's like, yeah.
That part was challenging. Obviously, we're British kids. We're going there a lot of times. Even in the schools, the kids will think you're some special people. I swear to God, I'll never forget this. There was an assembly, right, and they wanted me to sing. Just because I'm from England and I got an accent.
Yeah.
And they haven't got the accent, like a British accent, right? So they're saying to me, we want you to sing.
Yeah.
Even though my man's a better singer than me.
Yeah.
But they're saying, no, we want Hamza to sing. And I kept saying, I can't sing, I'm not doing it. No. Eventually, I didn't do it. But the fact that they tried to make me sing, I can't sing.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, so that kind of stuff was obviously very weird. Like, there's some weird stuff in it, like very weird things. But all in all, that's my answer to your question. What about you? What was your initial... Are you tired?
Knackered. Cut that out.
Keeping that in. Go on, what about you then?
My initial thought of Pakistan. Oh, we lived in Gulrez.
Oh, yeah.
We lived in Gulrez.
Umar lived in an area called Gulrez. I lived in Barrier Town.
So basically, he was the posh boy. He was posh boy.
No.
You were posh boy. Barrier Town is basically the society for the elites. It's
have you seen it now?
Back then
it was nice.
Back then, bro, they used to
It's so run down now, you know.
Yeah, it's finished now. Yeah. Not finished, it's still beautiful, but it's not the same. Back then, there was like, to get into it, it was a privilege because you'd have to have a badge on your car with a Barrier Town certified sticker that they'd give you, and only then would you be allowed to enter Barrier Town. There'd be guards at the gates, or ignore the birds. They're in a full conversation. So yeah, it was a very, very privileged society back then because it was starting up and it was for the elites and rich or whatever.
It wasn't. I wouldn't say elite.
It's for the elites.
Are you flipping dumb? Elite.
I'm joking, man.
Lagna elite, do I look elite?
You were chilling back there, bro. Chopper peed up. And I lived right outside Barrier. Wait.
This brother lived on the slums, bro.
I lived right outside Barrier Town. We lived in a massive house.
That house was massive.
I'm talking...
The ceiling.
Forget the ceiling. The ceiling was like, you'd lift your whole head up to look up.
It was so weird.
And from my mum's room to my room, we had a bridge. A bridge. That's going to sound crazy. We had a literal bridgeway in the house linking the rooms. Like, it was an actual bridge going across.
Yeah.
Like, and then, which overlooked the downstairs of the property. It was crazy, that house.
By the way, this guy's house got robbed as well.
Wait, we're going to get to that.
Go on.
So obviously we lived out there. It was alright. Big house, nice, whatever, can't go wrong. And then one day, this is crazy. This is how Kismet and life works. So one day we went out as a family.
Oh, yeah.
And this was, we're talking quite soon into our move into Pakistan. So this is my initial feeling of Pakistan. So as we're settling in, we're settling in now. Now we're starting to become normal life. And then we go out to restaurant. And I remember it was late. It was about 10-ish.
Yeah.
10, that's late for Pakistan. On a school night, that's late. Was it a school? Yeah, it was a school night. And all I remember is that we were going home. We were right near our house. And for some reason, we started saying to our mum and dad, let's go Hamza, your lot's house. Let's go their house. Let's go their house. Like we want to go their house. And we ended up going to their house. And then we sat there for a bit. And then they didn't live too far from us. And then we came back home. But when we came back home, someone had burgled our house. So all our passports were taken, everything, our money, whatever we had in the house, like not physical like sofas and TVs, they're just cash and passports.
But talk about how they got in though.
But the way they got in is mad because in Pakistan on your windows, you have metal railings. I don't know what that's. Is that safety?
Yes, safety.
It's just a safety precaution. Actually, that's a lot in Asia. Even in Turkey, you have that.
Yeah.
So it's just metal bars like that go over the window. Basically, it's a safety thing. And we've come and basically the hole for the person that fit in was probably about that. It wasn't no more that we were just shocked about how small of a person. They put a kid through there probably. And the kid then gone and probably opened the door and then they've come in and robbed the place.
That's scary, man.
That someone was in our home, and the scary part is...
I'm sure your dad, like, when he first found out he had a gun or something, like, what was it?
So basically, as soon as we, like, we go to the house.
Yeah.
And
their house was creepy, you know.
It was right next to that empty building.
Yeah, it was very dark, like, from the outside.
Yeah.
The street lamp was a bit dim.
Yeah.
Massive mansion type house.
Yeah.
So it was like... And then he just got robbed, so it's like, yo, I remember that was scary, man.
Yeah, and like, I remember, like, as soon as we got to the house, I think my dad seen someone, maybe, you know, on the side of the house, because we had, like, an alleyway, to say, on the side of the house. My dad seen, so I don't know what it is, but I think I remember him saying, stay here. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Stay here. And he's popped the glove box open, pulled out a pistol, That's my dad's been in the army, just to put it out there.
Yeah.
He's cocked the gun. I thought, no way.
Yeah.
And then we've gone to the door. He's gone in and then he's come back out to the door. And then I remember we went in, the sofas all over the place. And my dad came out and said, nothing's left. We were like, what? They took our passports, money. But it was like, the passports were important because that was a headache to get back. But he was just like, yeah, and I just remember him coming out and he was just saying, yo. And then after that, we moved straight away, like about a week later.
Yeah, I remember you moved house
straight away. Because at that point, we're flagged. They know we're British. We've got passports. At that point, you could get kidnapped for ransom. Yeah. At that point, it's dangerous.
Their house was literally out. You know the Barrytown gates?
It's right next to it.
The gates are here, and their house is outside.
We can see the gate.
Yeah.
So we literally thought, let's go to the other side of the gate and be safe. And then we went into Barrytown.
So they decided to be elite, innit?
Yeah, so we went to the elites.
As they say.
Yeah. How do you think living in Pakistan has shaped your identity and worldview?
Worldview. Well, we answered it before, kind of. You know what? It opens your eyes up, seeing people in poverty.
Yeah, it's a big eye opener.
Seeing...
every time you go back, it's an eye opener.
Yeah.
Humbles you big time.
Humbles you, does.
Because you need to remember, we go... What we go and spend on a dinner... What we'll spend on a dinner...
Yeah.
Someone won't make that in a month.
Yeah.
What we spend on a dinner... You know?
Yeah.
So you get to see the big spectrum. Then you'll see the super elite who are driving around in convoys.
Yeah, that's
who
the
have
thing.
security like details.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen people who have got road closures in place.
Yeah.
The traffic's been stopped because they're leaving their house.
Yeah.
So you see that. Then you see the normal mid-range. Then you see the absolute poorest of the poor who won't know where their next meal's coming from.
Yeah.
And you see that whole spectrum.
And you'll see that all three on the same street.
All three in the same street. So there'll be one guy in his protocol with the police convoy. Then there'll be just a normal guy, Mazdoor, doing his normal day-to-day. And then there'll be someone who don't have legs at the side of the street who's begging. Yeah. And don't know where his meal's going to come from, and he's got kids at home and everything, and it's crazy. So I think
at a young age, if you're exposed to that, of course it's going to make you feel mentally like, first of all, it's going to make you feel appreciative of what you've got, and then secondly, it'll humble you because it's like, look, alhamdulillah, look what we have compared to them.
I know.
We're
living in air-conditioned houses, air-conditioned cars, air-conditioned schools. Like, we were pampered. Air-conditioned barbers, we were pampered. So, and you go out and you take a 5-minute drive and you're seeing people who are struggling so much. And that, when you're young, of course, you're young, but you realise, you pick up on these stuff, and that kind of shapes you, that makes you more grateful.
Guys, thank you for listening. This has been Hamza on Hamza's Ascent, and this is Umar on Hamza's Ascent. This has been...
the Ascent too.
That's what it's called. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. If you want another one, we want 50 likes. Like and subscribe. You probably not got here this far. If you have watched the whole podcast, we need to
do a teaser.
Wallahi.
Yeah.
If you have watched the whole podcast, comment. What word? Root school.
Roots, ROOTS, and school.
If you comment Roots School, I promise you, there will be a reward. Wallahi. Wallahi. Well, let's see. You gotta get there. You don't comment it, alright?
I'm gonna comment it as soon as it goes up.
No. It doesn't count if you do it. So, guys, if you got this far, if you comment Roots School, Wallahi, I will reward you.
You make dua for them?
Yeah, by a dua. No, I'm joking. I will reward you. We'll do something just to because there's no way someone's gonna sit here and
listen to us talk about Pakistan
for 1 hour. There's no way.
Yes.
And if that actually happens, you're getting rewarded.
But what if someone skips right to the end? We need to prolong this a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
We need to prolong it.
But what if like 10 people put Root School? Then I got 10 rewards. No. We're doing maximum of 3 rewards.
3 for the first 3 people.
First 3 people to comment Root School will get a reward, 100%, and I will definitely be in contact. Guys, thank you for listening. This has been your boy Hamza, and this is Umar.
Big T.
Man, thank you.